So, hi everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So, today is day two of Salesforce Cpq training with Black Force, of course. And my name is Olu Samuel. Most of you guys already know me. So, actually, just okay. I think I'll mention that later when we have enough people in the class, if I do remember. Oh, is ND here? ND. Okay, ND's here. So ND, so I went, so yesterday, thanks to Ramat. So Ramat was telling me that the financial CPQ that you were talking about is more of a service CPQ. Like it's more of so if I cannot open up this. So it's more geared towards yeah, so it's more of this right here, like services CPQ. So the CPQ that we're looking at is still like a different CPQ package compared to the one you were talking about. So I was able to check them out yesterday. So it is part of Salesforce, but it's more geared towards providing services, while this CPQ is geared towards products. I would say products and services to some extent, but it's more around products and things that are, but both of them goes hand in hand because I was able to watch some videos and do some research about them last night. So I just wanted to come back and let you know. So, and you probably already know what I know anyway. So just wanted to let you know.
Thank you so much.
All right. Sorry, what's that?
I said, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, no worries. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to start with this. So this is what I was trying to explain yesterday, right? So this is my org, and I went back yesterday. So you guys can see that when I typed in SBQQ, it's showing all the CPQ objects, right? This is the schema builder, as you guys can see. I think what Salesforce has done, because I've seen some changes in the org from like 6 months ago or 8 months ago, right? I've seen a lot of changes that they have brought into the org, like one that I also noticed today as well. So you guys might come across, like when you're working in real time, you might see an org that shows the and I prefer this way. Do you know why? Because I don't want to be cramming my brain with, oh, is this a CPQ object? Is this not a CPQ object, right? I just like it when I see SBQQ, that immediately I know, like, I don't want to be opening the object details and saying, oh, is it a CPQ object or not, right? So you guys can see, because I knew that, because yesterday I felt like, oh, what's going on? Am I going crazy? But no. So I went back and I took a screenshot of my org, and this is it, right? And I've seen this in real time as well. So you guys might come across this, and I like it. I prefer that one, right? So yesterday we stopped at Pricebook. I have some notes for you guys today. So yesterday, if I just copy this, because I just want to start there. Okay. Yeah, so yesterday we kind of stopped at Pricebook. So Pricebook is a pricing strategy that helps to focus on a single product to multiple price range, right? So that is what you guys would see anyway, and you guys have seen creating a price book, right? It's more like an object that is there to maintain the price or the list price of a product. And a price book can also contain products and its associated prices, right? We're gonna be seeing some relationships today as well. So not kind of master detail relationship, but nothing too crazy. So and when we're talking about pricing book, for example, I can buy a Mercedes for a price, right? And you can go to the same showroom, and I think I've given that example before as well. So you can go to the same showroom and get it for a different price. So that is price book. So you may have something like employee insurance perk, and I could get my insurance from the same insurance provider, and you could get yours at a discounted price, right? So another thing is that if you're using multi-currency, we can create multiple price book for different currency. So you guys can play around with that. You guys already know about how to enable multiple currency in Salesforce. So I'm not really going to go into that, but you guys can play around and you see how it looks. But if you want me to do that, I'm happy to do that as well. So if you enable that, then you'll be able to see like all the currencies that you have selected or enabled, right? So for each product in the related list, we can also see the price book and the list price. I can say the custom list price. So if you hear me saying like list price, custom list price, so that is the selling price, right? And then we have the standard book price, which is the bare minimum price. Like I explained yesterday, most organizations use that for like the cost to get that product or the cost to manufacture that product, but they would never sell that product for that standard price book. Okay. And then from that standard price book, all other prices and discount can be derived from that as well. So if I just quickly go to my org, so what I did yesterday was I changed the name. So this is the one that we created with the steel brick, and this is the one that we created directly from the link, the Salesforce Cpq Trails link. So we were using this yesterday, so I will just continue with this, right? Because we created a product yesterday. So if I quickly go to, if we just launch our Salesforce CPQ, and if I go to products, so this is the one we created yesterday. I'm going to open it. I'm going to go to related tab. We saw this yesterday anyway, but so in order for you to add a price book, you have to go to the related tab and you can add you can add the standard price book. Again, that is like the cost of production for most companies anyway. So what Salesforce has done now in the past, you're not able to add the standard price book to the quote line. We got to see the quote line. Sometimes the quote line is called a cart as well. So you might hear me saying quote line editor or the cart page or something like that. I'm kind of referring to the same thing. Okay. So in the past, Salesforce, the way Salesforce was configured, and I think I prefer that way as well, is you cannot add the standard price book because this is the price that this product was manufactured at, or the cost price that you got the product, right? So in the past, you're not able to add this to the quote line, but now Salesforce has enabled or added a feature that allows us to add this. So in the past, usually whenever you want to add whenever you want to create a new quote, right, and you want to add that product to the quote, it's going to give you the option to select the custom price list that you have only created. It's not going to give the option for this, but now they have enabled that feature, which is okay. So you guys are good with multiple currency, right? I don't really need to go over that, or you guys want me to go over that? I'm just trying to buy time as much as I can, but if you want me to go over that, I can do that as well. If not, I'll just continue. All right. So, okay. So what is saying going over it? Okay. I'll do it quickly. Okay. It's not rocket science. It's so straightforward. So if I just do setup, if I go to the company settings, if I go to the company information, so from there, I can enable multiple price, right? So I need to edit this first. And I'm not going to do a lot of explanation here. You guys already know this stuff. You cannot keep the standard price book as inactive. It has to be active, but you can before you're not able to select it, but you have the name. Like, you're not going to name your list price a standard price book, but if you keep it inactive, then you're not going to be able to add a price book to that standard price book, because you need to add a price book entry attached to that standard price book, right? So you're not able to do that. Anyways, I'm going to say save. I'm going to say save. I'm going to go to currency setup. I will go to new. I'll just add a few. So we have USD already. So if I just add CAD, CAD. I don't know what the conversion rate is. I think it's 1.3 or something. Save and new. GBP. Those are my favorite currencies that I always use as examples. So if I just add GBP, I think it's 1.56. Save. Okay, so now we have multiple currencies set up, right? So now we have different currencies, right? So if I go back to my front, if I refresh this page right now, I'll refresh again just so that it kicks in. Now, if I go back to the related tab, then I can add a standard price book. So now we have this, right? So watch. So if I add the standard price book, now I'm going to select CAD as an example, right? So the list price for the card, I can just put something like, I would just say $30 as an example. So I would say save. Okay. So you can see now, so it's done the conversion, right? So now your card is 22.56 US dollars, right? So now if I can add a price book for this standard price as well. So if I say add price book, so if I go custom and so now you can see I only have that option to select USD or CAD, right? That's because I already have a standard price book that is USD and CAD, right? You can see that GBP is not enabled, right? So that's one of the things that I wanted to show you. That's why I wanted you guys to play around so you guys can figure some things out. But anyway, that's cool. So if I select CAD, next, sometimes you would see me do something like this, okay? That's probably because I'm too lazy to type, so don't worry about that, but it's okay. I'll just make this like $40 for now. I would save that. So let's see what we get now. Here we go. So the CAD price that we have for that product is $40 and the USD is $30.08, right? And that, right? So you guys can see that. So I just wanted to show you that bit, but that's good. So so far, you guys have seen the pre and post installation steps. You've seen, we've talked about some types of products. We created a standalone product, right? So this product right here that we created, this is a standalone product, right? So today we're going to be seeing way more, okay? So our configuration starts now, okay? So you guys should really pay attention. Again, it's easy. So what we're going to start with is not too crazy. It's kind of straightforward, but as we progress or as we proceed, right, you're going to start seeing some complex stuff, right? And it might throw you off a little bit, but if you watch the video, you guys will be fine, okay? So we saw like types of products. We saw our standard page layouts changes. We might have a few that we might be working on as well. We saw how to create product. We're talking about Pricebook and things like that. So today I want to start with something, okay? So I want to talk about quote to cash. So quote to cash is like the end-to-end process, like of CPQ, right? Obviously, there's so many processes inside that end-to-end, but I'm going to do on a high level stuff, like, so you guys can see, oh, it's pretty straightforward. This is the end-to-end, but then after that we're going to start going into different configuration. Like I've started coming up with, like, I hope you guys saw the assignment yesterday. So you guys need to create a CPQ org using the methods taught in class and blah blah blah, all of that. So I have started coming up with so these are real life CPQ requirements, okay? We got to have a lot of requirements, okay? But this is probably something that we will get on today. And then I've started giving you guys some CPQ project requirement tips. Like if you get this kind of requirement, what should you look at, right? So obviously I will compile this at the end of the training and just give it to you guys. But for now, as soon as I remember them, I'm just going to start putting them down for you guys, okay? So again, don't worry about this. We get to that in a minute. So the quote to cash is more like a process of creating a quote, right? It's kind of engaging and negotiating on agreement and collecting and managing the revenue once the deal is signed, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the quote to cash steps here. It doesn't take long, but obviously there's going to be some steps that I also want to do as well. So in order for us to do that, we need to have products, right? So these are the products that we're going to be working with. So I'm going to be working with this product on this side. I would like for you guys to start practicing everything that I do on, like, at the end of the day, like whenever you have that me time moment, like you can watch the video. So I don't want you to use exactly the same product because if you use this product, you're going to run into some issues, right? And the goal is for you to have that knack for troubleshooting, right? But if you're kind of watching the video and you're doing exactly what I'm doing, then it might not really help you. It can, but obviously I would like for you guys to use these products, right? Or you can come up with your own products as well. That's fine. So what I've done is it's going to take a while for me to actually manually enter this product. It's probably going to take like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe, or I don't know. So what I've done is I'm going to use data loader. So I already have an Excel spreadsheet of these products, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly data load that into our org. Okay. So I'm just going to do that right now. Just 1 second. Let me just make sure that. Okay, so this is how we currently have in the org, right? So, okay, all right. So I'm gonna open up data loader. I'm just going to, I need to log in. 1 second, guys. What is that username again? Am I using this one? 1 second. So I thought this was the first one that I created. So why? You know what, guys? All done. So, so yeah, I think I'm confused there. I think this is the second one that I created, but then, okay, I'm gonna come out of this, but it's okay if we're already using. You know what? I prefer to use this guy here. I prefer to use this one. I'll just try one more time, see what it's giving me. Okay, it's still okay. You know what? That might not help. If I just go to users and see for myself. Yeah, I don't know why that was showing there. So this is what I want. If I just copy this, if I still remember my password, that would be a good thing. Okay. 1 second. Okay, guys, I cannot even remember my password. That's not good. But it's okay. I might just reset it, right? So if I just try one more time and see what we get. Okay, that's fine. I'll just reset it. That's not a big deal. So if I just reset this password right now. So 1 second. So I should get an email, right? So finish resetting your password. Yep, that's the one. So if I just change that, all right, I don't know what happened, but anyway, so if I now try this and, oh, you know what? It's not even allowing me to log in. Okay, I'm going to close data loader and try again. 1 second, guys. I wanted to do this in the class. I didn't want to data load those products so you guys would not feel like, oh. Anyway, I'm trying to save buy time as much as I can. So if I try one more time. What is that? Okay, we're good. All right, so let me quickly do this data loading stuff, okay? Hopefully it should be good. It shouldn't take too long. Where is this? So product to insert. So next, I've got 30 products. Okay, that's good. So let me map the field. So if I only have 4 fields anyway. So the important ones for now. So, oops, name. Product.
Sorry, Olu Samuel. I don't know if it's me, but I can't see your screen. I'm just in your email.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just doing the data loading stuff. 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, you want to see what data loading? Okay, it's a quick one. It's nothing too crazy, so that's why I just wanted to. Yeah, so that's done. Okay, so if I just minimize that, sorry, if I go back to the org. Okay, all right. So that would save some time trying to enter. I'm gonna manually enter a few, but I just wanted you guys to see first what I'm doing. Okay, so I have, yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, that's good. So if I go back, so this is what I've done. Okay, so oh yeah, I'm gonna show you this later, not now. So basically, I just data loaded all of this into the org. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is this quickly. I will still use the wireless one to do the code to cache stuff. Actually, 1 second. There are a few things that I would like to do as well. So if I just go quickly to the product, if I do edit few things, we might already have it actually, but let me just be sure. So if I go to fields and relationship, where's the product family? So basically what I want to do here is we might already have it actually. Let me just see. Okay, we don't have any, right? So I want to add some, where is it, product family? I want to add some values in here, okay? So some of them are, so I want hardware, actually I want all of them. So if I just activate, so I want this, yeah, I want all of them. So I'm gonna activate. If not, I could have just created mine myself, right? It's okay. So this you guys already know, so I'm not really gonna talk too much about this. So you guys already know this. So I need all of them, yeah. Okay. So this is the added advantage of actually knowing Salesforce before learning CPQ. So we have this. So which other one do I want to add? So I want to let me add. So we have extras, we have accessories, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right, that's fine. So that's the first thing that I wanted to do there. And I've already data loaded the products into the org. So now I'll just go through adding a couple of products for you guys. Once again, I did this yesterday anyway. So to add a product is so straightforward. So what we do is I'll use the camera product this time around. So, sorry, I'll use the, sorry, I'm going to be using this one. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to be using this one because this is what I have. And you guys are going to be using the camera, right? So you guys are going to be using the camera for your practice and everything. So if I just copy this and if I make this, sorry, I need to refresh this. Why is it hasn't it kicked in yet? So if I go to new, yep, so product code, I'm just gonna say 16M for now, right? You guys will get a product code in real time. Always make it active, okay? We're gonna go through some of these fields later, but for now, I just wanted to show you guys, this is how you create a product, but in real time, you're probably not gonna be creating products manually. You're probably gonna be using data loader like I did, right? So if I just say, you can do save a new and add another one, but that's something I wanted to show here. So if I save this, now you can clone this, right? So if you're being lazy like me, just click on clone. I like everything automated. I just don't have time typing in things up, right? So just monitor 18, right? So that's all. I'm just gonna change this to 18. So I'm gonna change this to 18 as well. That's it. That's it. I just wanted to show you that bit, right? So you guys already know those stuff, okay? So actually, you know what? I showed you the wrong one because we already have this, right? But it's okay. We're just going to have duplicate products. I wanted to use the camera one, but that's fine. So we've added those products. So now after creating the product, so it's important to add a price list, right? I'm not going to be able to do all of them right now, but I'll do a few that I can do. Okay. So if I go to, so we have two of this. So how do I know? So this is, I don't want this one. So I can delete this one. I don't want to confuse myself, right? So I'm going to delete this one and this one, 18M, right? So those are the two that I just added. I just wanted to show you guys the cloning part. I was going to add the camera product. So now what I'm going to do real quick is I will quickly, so these are the products that I just put into the org, I believe. Yeah, these are my products. So what I want to do is we need to add a price book entry, okay? Like all the price books and stuff like that. So quickly, I'm just gonna quickly add those. Otherwise, I might not be able to add all of them anyway, but let me add as much as I can. So I'm just gonna go to the to the related tab. And I'm going to, so with data loader, you will need to do this using price entry, okay? That's a bit tricky, but yeah, it's something that you would need to use. So which one is this? 1 terabyte. So what's 1 terabyte? So I'll just put 250 for now, okay? I don't know what the price is out there. I'm just putting random prices, okay? So then I'm gonna add the price book. I'm gonna say custom price list. I'm gonna use USD for now. That's what I already used there. So if you guys see me doing this, it's just me being lazy, okay? So I'm just selling my product at no profit. That's all I'm doing. So that, let's just do a few. We need to do for all of them anyway, otherwise they're not going to show in the, so what's this 12 gig RAM? So how much is a 12 gig RAM? I have no idea. So I'll just put 200 there. I would say add to price book, custom list, USD, next, lazy. Please don't do that for your clients, okay? Just make sure that I'm just doing that because I'm trying to buy time. So 16 gig RAM. So I don't know how much. I don't know. What did I use for this one? I used 12 gig. I used 200. So I'll just up the price for this one a little bit. So 16 gig might be like 250, right? Just to make a bit of sense here. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to add any of this product to the quote, right? So do that. So this is a monitor, okay? I have no idea. So I'm just going to be putting random prices here for now. If I just say 300, maybe, and I would, maybe that's too much, right? So I'll just say custom price USD. So I'm selling at no profit margin. That's okay for now. You guys already understand that part anyway. So if I just again add to Pricebooks, so what's this? 18 monitors. So what was the previous one? 16. So yeah, I'll just make 310. I don't know if those prices make any sense, but quickly. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to show you what I want to show you, right? So that's why this is important. So if I just do next, use standard price. Yeah, wow, that is quite a lot. This is quite a lot. So if I do add to Pricebook, what's this? 2 terabyte? I'll just put $150 there. I think that's fair enough. Add to price. And it's good that I'm doing this as well, so you guys can see and have that visual, like kind of have it in, printed in your mind and say, okay, I remembered him. You can data load prices, but you need to use price list entry. It's a custom it's a junction object. So the process, it's a bit lengthy. So I would be done doing this before I even do that. I have to extract. So first I need to extract export my products, right? So I have to export my products. I have to export my price book. This price book, I have to export this. Then I now have to export the price book entry. You're not going to see it here because junction objects are hidden, right? If you guys remember that. So from the admin class and consultant class. So now I have to do some kind of data mapping in that Excel documentation. It's going to take a while. So I don't want to waste too much time doing that. I do that sometimes at work as well. It's not one of my favorite things to do, to be honest. So what's this? 20 monitor. So I think I'll just put 350. I can't remember what I put for the 18. So I had the price book. Yeah, but in real time, you're not going to be doing this manually, okay? Only for a few products, not for like hundreds of thousands of products. There's no way you will be doing this, for that many products in real time. So if I add, we're almost done anyway. Okay, not almost, but so save and add to price book. Oh, what did I do? So standard price, so add a price book, custom list, USD. To standard price first. What's this? 24/7 support. For this, I'll put 0 for now. I'm not going to charge them for that one. I'll just leave anything that has to do with support. I'll leave it at $0. So custom price USD. $0 save. This is 3 terabyte. I would give this $200 maybe. How many do we have to go? We still have a few, so 200, saved, and sorry guys. I just wanted to do this in front of you guys so you guys can see, right? So if I'm just data loading, because I could have actually done, prepared everything and just data load, but it's not gonna do any justice to this, right? So if what's this? 4 gig RAM. I don't know what I put for the previous one, but anyway, we can always change it. So add price, custom list, USD. How many do I have to go? So let's save 500 gig. Maybe I can stop here for now. Okay, we're almost done. So if I just put 300 for this, save. So always, actually, you know what, guys, let me quickly show you something. Why we're doing this, let me show you something. So I'll show you when I'm down to the last 2. So if I save this, if I go back here, if I go here, 8 gig, I think I lost track of the pricing that I'm using. So if I just use 500 as an example for this and add to Pricebook, custom price, USD, use this one, use standard price. So 9 to 5, I'm not going to charge you anything for that. I'm glad that my org is fast today. Otherwise, it's probably going to be, it's not going to be so nice. So if I just do add to Pricebook, see, I'm trying to be as fast as I can. So if I just do that, save. Okay, so now I'm down to a few products. So I'm gonna leave AMD processor. I'm gonna leave. So we only got 2 left. Okay, so good. So let me quickly show you something. Okay, so if I go, let me close some of this. It's way too many. So just want to make sure that I don't close the last 2 or 3. So we've done 9 to 5. So yeah, okay. So now, so if I come here, okay, don't worry. I'm just showing you something real quick. You guys will understand everything later, okay? So I'm just going to use this code. I'm going to explain everything. I just wanted to show you something real quick, okay? So AMD, right? So AMD doesn't have a price book, okay? So now you're gonna select a custom price list. So this is where I was talking about, right? So you gotta select a custom price list or whatever name you have your saved as, right? In the past, they didn't give us this option. So usually it would just be this, right? But now they gave us Salesforce gave us this option. But anyway, so you select a custom price list, save. Okay. So now watch what I'm trying to do. Okay. Don't worry, guys. You gotta see me come to this. I can guarantee you that I would be on this. I would keep coming on this page like 100 times and you guys will, so don't worry. So now if I add product and if I try, you guys can see all the products that we can add, right? You can see that our AMD is not there. So if I try to, actually, I don't even need to copy anything. If I just try, we cannot even see it there, right? Right. So you guys can see that. So this is why we're adding the Pricebook entry. Okay, so now if I go here, if I do add standard price and what's this? AMD processor. I don't know, but I'll just do 200. And now we're gonna add a Pricebook. Okay, we're gonna go back and refresh that page, and then it will show up. That's some of the things that I wanted to show you guys anyway. So it's good that I get that opportunity to show you now. So usually you can refresh. So sometimes you probably need to go back and create a quote again, but sometimes the refresh would work, right? So if I do add product, so can you guys see the AMD now? So if I just search for AMD, right? So you guys can see that now. So this is the reason why we do that. So now the other thing that I also wanted to show you guys is I'm gonna add the price book here, right? What's this antivirus? So I'll just say maybe $50 or something, maybe antivirus. So I'll just say this. Okay. So now I would use that and save. But look, I'm gonna do something here. So what products is this? This is the antivirus. So if I do this, if I edit this product and make it inactive, okay, save. Make it inactive and save. We have the price book, but the product is not active. Technically, it shouldn't show up here. And if it showed up, we cannot do it. It's not going to be able to be added to the code or save the code or something, right? But let's see. So if I refresh that, add product, Yep. So you guys can see that, right? So this is an interview question and an examination question, as well as a troubleshooting question. Okay. So now I'm just going to quickly go back here. I would edit the, make it active and save. Okay. So that's good. So now quickly go on to, so you guys, if I just go here, where is this? if I do, so you guys can see all the products family. I like to have my tabs like this, right? My columns and everything. So you guys can see the, so I can delete this one or I can just use it. So this is the one that I created yesterday, okay? Like manually created. And these are the one that are data loaded into the org, right? So now what we've done is we've created some basic products, right? So the next thing is we want to add them to a code. So I'm going to use this as an example. So if I click on this, right? Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I keep forgetting about the lead to cash process. Okay. So for my lead to cash process, I'm lazy, guys. Actually, I could do this, but this is probably an opportunity for you guys to see this as well. So what I'm going to do is this. Again, this is not, I already put it there. So this is not part of the Cpq training, okay? This is me being lazy, and this is me being trying to automate everything that I do in the org, right? So, and the advantage of this is if I have so many leads that I'm creating, I don't want to be manually converting them and I'm creating accounting opportunity, right? But if I just want to do one, then that's okay. But it's probably just an opportunity for you guys to see what I want to do. So if I quickly go to here, so if where is this stuff? Where is this? So, but don't worry too much. This is not part of Cpq. This is me personally. So if I save that, what am I saving it as? Okay, how to convert leads, that's fine. So if I save that, that's good. Is it saved? Okay, good. So now I'm gonna quickly go to my flow and I'm gonna say new flow. It's gonna be a record trigger. It's just an opportunity for you. If you don't already know this, it's just an opportunity for you to learn something new, but this is not part of the class. Again, this is just me being lazy, guys. Okay, all conditions are going to be met, I think. So what I want to do is I want to say that whenever the status of the lead equals to close converted, then call that Apex class. Basically, that's what I'm doing. So only this done. And so basically, where is this auto convert leads? Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. So this is going to be auto lead conversion. This might be useful for some of us. So if I just do this real quick. So record, lead record, lead ID, where is this? Okay, all right, that's good. Done. All right, so that's all I need to do for now. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Okay. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to save this. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I'm not going to bother myself. So I'm going to activate. All right, good. So now I'm going to go back to, that's activated, right? So I'm going to go back to my Salesforce. So I'm just doing a quick lead to cash, okay? It's just so you guys can see the end-to-end process of doing this stuff, okay? So 1 second. So I'll just, oh yeah, this is what I need, right? So if I just, yeah, lead. So I'll just do this real quick, okay? So Betsy. Oh. So company, I'm just gonna, so what else? So lead status. So yeah, so closed, converted, right? So now basically what I've done here is I don't want to manually create the account or do that lead conversion, right? So that flow should, if it works, automatically convert this for us, right? So if I save that, let's see, fingers crossed. Okay, so that should be good. So now we have, so you guys can see what I was trying to do, right? I don't want to be creating accounts, contacts, and opportunity. So automatically now it's taking me to our opportunity, right? So if I open this and I'm going to move these to the price quote or the proposal and stuff like that, okay? So I'm going to say Mac as that. Now that is our opportunity. So the next thing is, don't worry again, guys. This is the end-to-end process. We got to break everything down, okay? This is, I'm just showing you guys, like, this is not even our job. This is what the sales rep would do, right? So sometimes, guys, if you cannot see this quote right here, that it's something to do with your page layout, okay? That means you're not using the Cpq page layout. So let's say we forgot to change our page layout assignment yesterday, then we're not going to see this here, okay? So if you come across that in your org, so just remember that, oh, you just need to change the page layout. So I'm going to say new. So we're creating a new quote. I'm going to give this to Betty Smith, account, Betty Smith. I can make it primary for now. Well, I can only, yeah, so this is all we need for now, okay? So then I'm going to do save. Let me just see, that's good. So then the next thing is I'm going to go to edit lines, right? Then I'm going to do, yeah, it's going to always ask you that. I'm going to do add product. I can add any product for now. It's not a big deal. So I'll just pick this. There's so many things that I want to show you guys. You guys are going to see a lot of transformation. Right now, this looks so boring, right? But hopefully by the time we're done today, you guys are going to see some stuff here. Okay. So what else? Okay, I'm going to save this. So this is how we create a quote and add a product to the quote, okay? So once you have added the required product, then obviously you can save the quote and the lines will become the quote lines, okay? If I quickly go here, you get to see the quote lines, okay? So this is called quote lines, okay? And if I just do something real, okay, sorry. If I go back to edit lines, so you guys would probably hear me saying like the edit quote page or quote editor page or cart page, okay? This is the cart page, like cart, right? Like a cart page, okay? You probably would hear me say that so many times. I just wanted to go back there. So this is the quote line, okay? And just so you know, I'm just doing a walkthrough so far. We're yet to get into the deep stuff. So this is just to get you accustomed to some terminologies as well as navigating around the tabs. And we will keep taking it a step further as we proceed, okay? So in here, you're going to see the quote lines. And I think I mentioned this yesterday as well, but I wasn't showing the screen. I was just talking. So the quote line is nothing but the products. Okay, so that's the products. But once you add the products to the quote line, then this is going to be referred to as the quote line. So don't get confused. Whenever you're looking at the quote line, you're basically looking at the product. Okay, so that's basically what it is. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to edit. Oh, something is missing here. If I can tell already. Wow. Okay, so if I edit this object, let me just close this, guys. I don't want to have to. Yeah, okay. So if I edit that object, if I go to fields and relationship, if I, not field, sorry, page layouts, quote layout, and I'm looking for this ordered, yeah, here we go. So this is what I need. I'm gonna drag it here. Yeah. So this is what I need. Okay. I'll do a quick save and I would save again. So we're pretty much almost done with this end-to-end process. So I'm gonna refresh this page. Don't worry, we're gonna go through all of this in detail. So I'm just showing you like the end-to-end process of CPQ. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is in real time. Okay. Or maybe I should give it to you as an assignment. So you should automate this process that whenever the status is changed to approved, then the ordered checkbox should be true. Okay. It's a very, very straightforward automation process. Right now, I'm doing it manually, but in real time, you will be automating this process. So, and not just this one, a few others as well, right? So if I check this and say save. Okay. So from Salesforce standpoint, order, so yeah, this is order, right? So now if I go to the related tab, okay, so where is it? We should have, again, I need to edit this page. Yeah, this is the quote page. There's something else that is missing. So if I do this, related list, I want to see, yeah, this. I want to see here, yeah. Okay, you guys already know this stuff like page layouts, all these things. I'm not going to dwell too much on that, but obviously this stuff here is what we need to understand, right? So like I was saying, from Salesforce standpoint, order is basically used to generate invoices. Okay. Now, if this was a subscription product, then there would be one additional step. I'll show you that. But for now, let's just see the. So this is where that process ends with the version of CPQ that we have. We do not have. Yeah. So this is the order that we just created, right? So yeah, so that's the order. I'll just open that in a new tab. But if this was a subscription product, there will be one more thing that we need to do on this page. So if I just edit, no, not 1 second. If I just, yeah, edit, not edit line. So one more thing. No, it's not that far. Where is it? Contracted. 1 second. Oh, wait, where is this? Oh, 1 second. It's not on this page actually. So I already opened the, oh yeah, we're not done yet. That's why. So what I did was I opened the order in a new tab. Okay. So basically up to this level, we just like approve the order. And now the order says that the product has been ordered, right? This is going to go to the fulfillment team in the back office saying that this product has been approved and it's approved for order, right? So if this was so now for this to be completed, we gotta activate this. I'm just gonna say activate and mark as complete, right? But there's something else that, yeah, this is what I'm looking for, but it's okay. So now we're gonna mark this as activated, and that's the end of the process as with regards to the version of CPQ that we have. If this were to be a contract kind of product, then we would need to check this box, right? It's not going to work now because we don't have a contract product in wireless mouse, but I'll just show you what it is, right? So if we save that, then we go back to the related. So there's another secret about CPQ is the related tab is more like where you're going to be most of the time, like doing all your configurations, right? Because one object is always linked to another object in the related tab. So this is the contract. So if it was a contract object, then this is going to be showing like one contract, but obviously it's not a contract object, but I just wanted to show you guys. So that's the end-to-end process. So now we're going to start doing some configuration, but before that, let me quickly explain this part. So Where is my diagram? So I've shown you guys these. I showed Andy this one. So in this is too small. So you guys actually, this is not relevant. It's not what I need. So I'm just gonna delete that. Okay, where is my notes? Okay, it's in my notes. Okay, so you guys saw that. So that's good. So okay, so let's quickly look at Salesforce Cpq object relationship. Okay, so for account to opportunity is one to many. I'll just show you a few. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna quickly read the chat. So let me just see. It looks like there's a few. So is it possible to data load prices? Yes, you use the Pricebook entry. This will work in Playground, right? For bulk lead conversion, please can you share the Apex code? Absolutely. I'm gonna share all of these notes with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna share. So this note is for you guys. I'm gonna share all of this with you. That's fine. Yeah, I'll share the Apex. No worries. No worries. The purchase order. No, there's no purchase order in our version of Cpq anyway. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Sorry guys, I don't usually check the chats during the class, but I just noticed it's not that many. So okay, quickly going on to Salesforce Cpq relationships or object relationships in Salesforce Cpq, right? So I wanted to show you a few. So if I go to an account, and you guys already know this, so I don't, okay, let me go to an account that is already in the org before, something like this guy here. So if we go to, so you guys can see that. So one account, one to many, right? So one account can have many opportunities, okay? And also opportunity, I'm not, okay, if you guys want me to show you, I can show you, but let me just see opportunities. If we can find, we might not find one anyway, but actually this one here, let's see this one. Opportunity. Yeah, so one opportunity can have more than one quote. So they can have many quotes, okay? So when sending a quote to a customer, the customer can request for a different product or ask you to add more quantities or remove some quantities, right? So from that quote, right? So this will require that you actually create a new quote for the customer, right? But you can also do that in the same code by just editing that code and adding more quantities to that code, or you can actually create a new one, right? And these are interview questions as well, okay? What do I mean by that? I mean, understanding the relationships in Cpq. So you might be asked this sort of questions during an interview. So opportunity can have many quotes. However, only one quote can be marked as primary. So I'll quickly show you that, okay? So let's say we have like 4 quotes here, okay? Only one of them can be marked as primary. And the one that is marked as primary, it's the one that is being sent to the client, okay? So something for you guys to remember, just make note of that, okay? So if you want to sync quotes with an opportunity, in the other Salesforce, there is a button to sync, but in this version of Cpq, in order for you to sync quote with opportunity in Cpq, then you want to change the primary field to true. So I think it's this one is approved, yeah. So this right. So if we want this the opportunity to show the price, so this has to be primary, right? So is this let me just see if I can quickly show you that. So this is Betty Smith. Okay, so if I go to opportunities, Betty Smith. Yeah, so you can see that, right? So you can see the amount, you can see all of that, right? So if we don't make it primary, it's not going to sync. So you guys can play around and see that as well. Although before we also make it primary, we want to ensure that this is the final quote. And before, because this is what we're going to be sending to the client. And what happens in real time is No, you cannot send 4 quotes to a client because a client wants to buy this. So you can send as many quotes to a client, but the final one is going to be the final quote, right? So let's say, for example, this client is buying a wireless mouse, right? Why would you want to send a final quote, quotation 4 times, right? Why would you want to send? So the final quotation that you're going to send to the client is the primary, but that would be the final. Like after, so in real time, the clients would go back and forth. Oh, can I get a discount? Can you have this product? Can I take this out? Can I have this? Can I do that? So after all the going back and forth, right? Remember, in between the going back and forth, you have many quotes, right? But when you're sending the final code to the client, then you have to mark it as primary, and they will only get 1 code only, not 2, not 3, not 4, right? So otherwise, it's not going to make sense. Like you're sending a client a quotation of $100, and then again in another email, they receive another quotation, exactly the same thing, 100% for $100. Then again, they receive another email and another email. Then the client will get upset and be like, "Oh, what is this? What's going on?" Right? So, and sorry, where's my notes? I'll go back. So opportunity to quote is one to many. Quote to quote line. So quote to quote line is sorry, I was just checking my chat. So if I go back to quotes, if I open one here, you always go to the related tab. It's going to save you, right? So we can have many quote lines here. Okay. So we can have many quote. We get to see that anyway. So don't even worry too much about that. We get to see that. Okay. And price book to quote as well is one to many. Okay. So, and product to, is it and product to price book, this should be, I should have one here. Sorry. So product is one to many as well. We've already seen that. So product to price book is one to many, and price book to price book entry, right? Price book entry is a junction object. So you don't show a junction object. It has to be hidden, right? So you guys already know that. So you cannot see this. If you try to find this here, it's not going to show. If it shows, I'll just sign out for the rest of the class today. So, but if we go here, if we search for price book entry, yeah, so you guys can see that, right? So it's a junction object, but price book is one to many relationship with price book entry. So you can have many price book entries with one price book. Okay. So we can do all of that. So then let's quickly move on. So I'll come back to bundle products in a moment. If I go here, so let me close this. So the products we created earlier, like I mentioned, or like I said, is a standalone product. So now let's look at bundle products. And can anyone please remind us of what a standalone product is, as well as what a bundle product is? Okay. You can also get these kind of questions in an interview question easily. So anyone, just a quick one. What is a standalone product and what is a bundle product? What can someone tell me the difference? Okay, I will continue. Maybe I should wait. That's good. Well done, Donata. Yeah. No, bundle product is bundle product. I'll show you anyway. So bundle product, let me see other responses. Let me just make sure. Actually, I have it here as well. So, but let me see your responses. So, Yeah, exactly. Sold as a group. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you guys got it. Yeah, you guys are spot on, right? So basically, a bundle product is a container product which kind of holds a bunch of products together, irrespective of its types, right? So now let's quickly move on to learning about bundle products. Okay. So I like to keep these. I don't want to have too many tabs open. So if I go to products, and I'm going to say new product. Okay. So watch what I'm doing, guys. So I'm going to call this desktop PC bundle. Okay. And I'm going to give it as a hardware for now. And this one, I'm going to say bundle, and I'm going to make it active. That's all I need to do for now. Okay. Pretty much. So to create a bundle product, you have to create a product on its own, right? But that product, then you're going to bundle all other products inside that bundle product. You guys are going to see, okay? So we save this, we go to the related tab, and we do, again, the price book entry, but this is a bundle product, so it shouldn't have a price. So I'm going to make it 0, okay? Because it should not have a price, but you guys are going to see what we're going to do in a moment. So next, we'd use that, save, okay? So now, how do we add the bundle product? Someone give me an idea. There's something here that is on the screen right now. That's what we need to do. Does anyone have an idea of what we need to do to add a bundle product? Awesome. You guys are good. Okay. All right, that's good. So product options, right? I am putting notes for you guys here as well, okay? So product options are components of a bundle that are also products and could contribute to the bundle price, all right? So product options can be associated with features as well. We're going to see that today. I'm going to show you how we can associate that with features, okay? So product options are individual products that users can select from when configuring a bundle. So let's do that. So I would go to options. I would click on new. Now what I want to do is this. So if I just if I can remember all these products, and then I'm going to give you another best practice here. So you guys are going to have to pardon me. I'm going to have to go back and forth a little bit. So I'm going to start. We need to do all of this, okay? So what I'm going to do is, this. So if I do, 16 monitor, let me just bring, where is this? So let me bring this next to this for now. So if I just 16 monitor, and I'm going to say 10, okay? So why am I saying 10? So it is a Salesforce Cpq best practice to have intervals of 10 in between the numbers, and I'm going to explain the reason why, okay? So when you're working on a project in real time, do you not start with 1 and then make the next one 2 and next one 3, all right? And why is that? So I'm going to explain that after adding all the bundle, all the bundle products, okay? So I'm going to say that 16, so save and new. Let's do this real quick, okay? So we need to cover some ground today. So 18, 20, 22, okay? So that should be good. So 18. So this should be 20. And 20. This should be 30. Hopefully I'm not going to discount. 22. So guess what we're doing? We're adding all these products that we're adding is now going to become a bundle product, okay, under the desktop bundle, okay? So 22, I think I'm going to say 40. So save and new. So what's the next one? So i3 to i7 and AMD. So i3, come on. i3 processor. So what have I used? 40, right? 40, right? Okay. All right. So i3, i7, 60, and AMD 70, 7 new. So what's the next one? So 500, 1 terabyte, 500, 3. Okay, so 500, use 70, so 80, 1 terabyte, 90, 1 terabyte, 90, 2 terabyte, 2T, 100, and I think we have 3 terabyte as well, so 3T. What was that one? Was it 100 or 1? What was that now? See, I lost my count. If I go to this, if I go to this, if I do, thank you. 110, right? Awesome. Yep, thank you very much. Hopefully I won't lose my count again. So 3 terabyte. Okay, so what's the next one? Wireless mouse, just wired. Okay, so I'll start with, I don't want to add that one to the product. So I don't want to add, so wireless mouse. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, so that should be 120. So save and new, we're almost done. So wired mouse, this one, yeah. 130, wired mouse. So what's the other one? So wired keyboard. Save and new. Wired. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe that. Okay. 150, right? Is it 140 or 150? 140 or 150? I'll use 150. Wired keyboard. That's a spelling error there. Thank you very much. So save and new. What's next? So wired HD camera. HD camera 160. Save and new. What's next? Headphone 170, I think. Headphone, desktop Windows. So desktop. So desktop, how many desktops? So manual, backup. Oh, okay. So manual and backup. And then Windows. I hope I'm still right with the number. And oh my goodness, so still a few. I'm not right with the numbers. All right, I'll check. It's okay. I'll check. Okay. Windows 10, right? So I'll just copy. Windows 10. So what should it be now? 210? No, it cannot be 120. 200. It's okay. I'll fix it. Don't worry. I'll fix it. I'll start from 210. I'll fix it. So which one? So Windows 11. Windows 11. So if I just do this, Windows 11 and antivirus. MS Office, and then the support. Okay, good. Is that 240? And support, 24/7 support. And save and new, support again, 9 to 5 support. Okay, good. So now let's fix the numbering. Okay, so I don't need to save a new again. So now I'm in here, so I'm just going to view all. I'm going to let's see. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 180. Oh, wow, look at that. That's good. We didn't miss anything. Wow, that's good, right? Okay, so now why? Oh, someone is saying 200 is missing. Okay, I'll change this to 200. So this last one. Okay, maybe I don't like 200. Maybe. Okay, good. All right, so that's good. So now, what's next that I want? Okay, yeah, I wanted to explain to you why. So why I have skipped 2 wired keyboards. Let's just have a look and see wired keyboard. So wired, this one. Okay, so we should have 4 of these. So wireless mouse. So if I just do this. So we have the wireless mouse. Okay, so we have the okay. So this one I can change to wireless keyboard, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you, guys. So this, right? Am I right? Right? Can you let me know if this is right? All right, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's good. So now I don't want to forget the reason why it is a best practice to actually have this some sort of numbering, and this is also part of Salesforce best practice as well. So let's say, obviously, this is the kind of products that we have, right? But let's say this was monitor 10 inches as an example. And let's say the next one is monitor 18 or monitor 20 or something, right? But then we say 1 and 2. In the future, the business might now have a product called monitor 11, and they want to add, instead of editing all, so you're going to have like 1,000 records, right? So instead of editing, they want to have this in order. So they're going to have monitor 10 as an example. And if you already had these as 1 and 2, so that means you're going to have to add monitor, the new monitor way below, and that's not good for business, right? So they want to have it like monitor 10, monitor 11. So then you have a bit of numbers that you can use. So what does the number field represent? Where is the number field? It's just to have it in order. So it's just like, for example, you have it's just like your numbering products, right? So you want to have this product in number 1 and like items. So Ramat is saying like items, right? So you want to have this in that order, like so otherwise this is not going to be in any order in the system. So you want to have a numbering order. So whenever you go into the system, so you know that, okay, if you sort by the order, then you can see the products in that order or items, right? So you can see that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to sort that way, right? And again, they can use the number for so many things in their business. So that number can be in some kind of reports or anything. So whenever they see that number, they know that, okay, this product is sitting on number 10 or number, okay, that's fine. All right, so let's quickly proceed. We're kind of running out of time. I want to show you guys a lot. So now, 1 second. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my code. So all of these, that's good. And that's really good. We did a good job there. So now I'll go back to the code. I'm going to open, okay, that's already approved. So we can create a new one, but I can use an old one as well, just to explain. So to get into that, just click on edit lines, okay? So if you click on edit lines, and then now we're going to add products. Okay, so I'm going to add product. Okay, so where is our Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the bundle product. You guys can see that, right? This is all I'm gonna add, okay? Bundle product, and I'm gonna select, okay? So now you can see the bundle product, but you cannot see others, right? So now if you want to reconfigure or if you want to see those, then you click on this range icon, okay? So I'll just click on that. So now these are all the products. Actually, we should have more than this, right? We should have, yeah, we added more than this. So let me just go back and see why it's not showing up. Yeah, there's no page. Okay, 1 second. If I just go back. So I'll go to the desktop bundle and I'll go to the related, and I want to see view all. So we have 25 in total. So possibly some of them, I know a lot of them are active, like all of them are active anyway. So possibly some of them are, I need to enter the price. So which ones are missing? So the monitors are there, the processors are missing. Okay. Okay, and then where is the processor here? So we have it here. Okay, 1 second. Let me just open this as an example. Desktop bundle 50. Oh, let me refresh this page. Yeah, basically I should be able to see all the products, but I'll fix that if I can. So if I just try to add this is what I want to add. So if I add that one, select, and that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to come back and I'm going to check why we need to be able to see all the option products, okay? But that's some troubleshooting as well, but I'm not going to be able to do that right now. Otherwise, let me just see if something is missing on this page. So sorry, I was just reading the chat. I'll answer your question. Don't worry. Yeah, this is good. So if I go to, so what product is this? So this is iProcessor 3. Let's see. Oh, you guys, look, guys, this is why. This is why we cannot see these products, okay? So I'm going to go back and fix all of them. It's going to take a little while. So let's just maximize the time that we have, okay? So this is why it's not showing, because I didn't set a price book, but I know that I set a bunch earlier, but maybe I missed a few as well. So let me quickly just do this while I'm on this page. What's I3? I'll just say 350. Just coming up with some random numbers, guys. Okay, so I'll just add to that. Custom price list. Next. Save. Okay. So you guys know the reason why all of them are not showing up. Okay. I'm gonna explain everything. I'm gonna. I don't. Yeah, you gotta see that. You gotta see what the bundle. Hopefully today as well. That's probably part of what I want to explain today. But I'm going to explain that. So if I go back to this page, so now you can see how to add a bundle product, okay? So what we're doing so far is it's just like basic configuration, okay? We're still going to see some more complex configuration, but it's important to understand the simple stuff first before we start moving into complex stuff, okay? Let me just see if I have the i3. So bundle. Okay. Yeah, I can see the i3 already there anyway, but I just wanted to be sure. Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna try and add all the whatever is missing. I'll do that if I do have the time. Otherwise, we just gotta continue. But you guys know the reason why it's not showing. Okay, so So anytime a product, so anytime in real time, okay, if you purchase an electronic product like a computer or any of this stuff, right, it comes with a manual book, right? So how do we automatically add the manual book here? Okay, so let's say if I go back to cancel, so right now I'm just looking at this desktop bundle, right? But let's say I want to automatically, actually, this is a requirement, and just make note that this is also a requirement, okay? So how do we automatically add the product? Like, for example, we have a manual book and we want to automatically add that on this page, right? So how do we do that? So I think that I already have a manual book. If not, I will just create a new one, okay? But let's just check. I think I have one called desktop manual. So, oh, really? Oh, sorry. Oh, product. I'm pretty sure that it was in that list. Okay, so we want to add this desktop manual automatically to our code. So anytime, as you guys can see, if I delete this code right now, this line, and add this product, right? So a client, as part of a project requirement, you gotta get, this is something that you will get in real time, okay? You gotta get a requirement saying, oh, I want to add a product automatically as soon as this desktop bundle or whatever bundle product you've selected, right? So we select that. So it's not there. So now what we do is if I go to this product, let's just make sure that so I've put it as extras, manual. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to go to related tab, make sure. Okay, we need to add a price, otherwise it's not going to show. So 0. This is not how to resolve that. I'll show you how to resolve that, okay? 0 safe. So if I just do this as well. Okay. So now we have that one sorted out, okay? So now I'm going to go back to my, so sometimes it can be confusing. So this is why I said you're going to see me going between so many objects and related tabs and everything. So please try to watch the video, okay? Just by, being in this class alone without watching the video you're not going to get this stuff, okay? But I can almost guarantee you that if you can get this stuff, it's going to be so easy. This is all Cpq is all about. All you see me doing, of course, it's going to get a little bit, complex as we proceed, but this is all what it's all about, okay? So if I select the desktop bundle and if I go to related, always remember you go to related, right? So I'm going to add a new option and I'm going to say desktop manual, right? It was the desktop manual. So, yep. And we're going to come to features in a moment. So I can again put these as, okay, I didn't know. I think that was maybe 260 or something now. Yeah. Okay. So now, 1 second. So now if we want this to automatically show up here, then we need to select this box. Okay, we gotta come to bundle. We need to select this box. Okay, so now I'm gonna say selected and save. So if I go back and refresh this page, it should show. It should. So if I add product and click on bundle and select. Can you guys see that? So now anytime I automatically, oh, thank you. Oh, Ramat is on, you're on, you're on roll tonight. Awesome. Thank you very much, Ramat. Yeah. So I'll go back. Let me just quickly change that before I forget. Is it 2? Okay, I think it's 26. Okay, that's fine. All right. So now you guys can see that, right? So that's a requirement. That's a requirement in real time, okay? If you want to automatically, and I'm going to even go further into this, okay? So So if I go back to, there's something else that I want to show you guys. So like I was saying, this is a common requirement. So basically what we did was, where is this now? So if I go back to manual, this, right? So, oh, wait. 1 second. If I go to product, desktop bundle, related, option for manual. Yeah, that's the one that I picked anyway. Oh yeah, sorry, this one. Where's the other one? Oh, okay, yeah, I created another one. That's right. Yeah. So that selected, right? So that automatically makes it to be selected, right? So now the next thing that I also wanted to explain is if we select the required field as true, we also gonna get the same result, right? Let me just edit this out. I'm gonna so if I do this and this, we're gonna get the same result, okay? Save, okay? So if I go back here and refresh, add product, bundle product, select. Yep. So we're gonna get the same result. But now in real time, right? There's nothing wrong if you actually select both of them. However, having only required only is fine. Okay. So if you can just if you just leave it as required as true, that would also do the job okay perfectly. But if you ever get like that kind of requirement, so that is what you do. Okay, so now let's quickly move on to features. Okay, so maybe I can touch base on bundle. So what do we have? Okay, features. Okay, so in Salesforce CPQ, so feature is a combination of related options. Okay, so and we can see this under the product related list or related tab. So for example, if I go to the product related tab, you would see that, okay? So as part of the definition that I put here, so product features, so categories or groups of product options within a bundle, right? So product options of the same feature may have several constraints, okay? I'm gonna show you all of that as well. But another thing that I also wanted to add to this is features give structure to bundles by grouping similar options, okay? So this is then going to appear, we're going to see all of this, okay? It's going to appear in a separate sections on that configuration page. So when I say configuration page, this is just pay attention to this stuff, okay? So the configure product, so this is going to change in a moment, okay? Pay attention to what we have now and then see what it's going to look like once we add the features, okay? So there's no limit to the number of features a bundle can have as well. So now let's quickly do some stuff here, okay? I need to add all these price actions in order for us to get the best out of this, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna share the notes. I already actually let me quickly answer. I think I might have skipped some question. Can we use data loader to add a bundle products? Yes, you can. You can, but you just need to know what you're doing with data loader. But yes, you can, right? Yes, you can. Would you? Yeah, I'm gonna share the notes. Yeah, I'll share the notes. Yeah, the notes. I'm preparing the notes for everyone, so I'll share that. No worries. Yeah. Okay. So what do I want to do here? Okay. So desktop PC bundle, and then I'm gonna go to related. Actually, let me quickly show this. No, which one is it that I want to show you guys? So I think it's this one. Did I? Wait, I think I might have missed something that I wanted to show you guys. 1 second. Yeah, okay. Maybe I haven't, but that's fine. I'll see how it goes. Okay, 1 second, please. Okay, so we have a bundle, right? So we have a bundle. In that bundle, we gotta break it down into features, right? So for example, we're gonna have a monitor features, and all of our monitors will be under the monitor feature. Okay. Why do we have these feature in Cpq? Because in real time, we might have like hundreds, or maybe not hundreds, but maybe like 50 products that are kind of in the same category. And we're going to have another one that it's kind of similar to RAM. So we're just using a computer product, but in real time, it might even be way more than this, right? So if we want to group them, then we're gonna use the feature, the Salesforce CPQ feature. Okay, feature. Okay, all right. So we're gonna have like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have all of our RAM, like all of our RAM under the RAM feature, all of our processors under the processor feature, all of our storage or hard disk under the disk storage. Okay, so quickly, I just want to be sure that there's something that I didn't miss. Okay, so if I go here, so what I did, I went to products. Okay, I went to our bundle product. Okay, then I am going to related tab. Again, the related tab is always important. So new. So I'm gonna give this to so I just say monitors, and I'm gonna say 10. So do I need to do anything here? Okay, that's fine. So save a new. So RAM or RAMs. I'm gonna do that. So save a new. What's the other one? Processors. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save a new. And what's the last one? What's that last one? Is it here? Disk storage. So disk storage. Okay. All right. So save and new. So now, oh no, I don't want to save and new. We only have that many to create, right? So now we've created our features, right? So the next thing that we got to do is, if I go back to let me I'll just go back this way. So just to make sure that I'm on the right page. So again, I'm going to go to the related tab. Then, and you can do this in many ways. Okay, there's no one way. Sorry, not features. I need to go to options, right? So if I click on view all, again, this might take a little while. Wow, look at that many. Wow. So I'll just do like 10 at a time. So 1, 2. Sorry, how many do I have? 26. Okay, I'll do half at a time, so 13. Okay. All right. So basically, all I'm just going to do here, okay, this is a monitor. Actually, you know what, guys, I don't even need to do that many. So I wasn't even concentrating there. So anyway, so this is a monitor. So I'm just going to change this to monitor. Okay. Monitors. Okay. And I'll save that. I'll close this. This is a monitor. So I'm going to change this to monitors. Okay, I would save that. And what's the next one? It's also a monitor. That's good. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that and save that. I think that's the end of monitors. So what's the next one? Oh, there's one more. There's one more. So basically, I'm just kind of grouping or categorizing these monitors under that monitor's feature. Okay. So if I do, okay, this is good processor. So we can add something on the processors. And what's the next one? Again, processor. So we can add something on the processor, save. And again, oh, that's good. Because I wasn't focusing when I was just opening all of them. So that's good. So this is what's this? So this should be storage. Okay. So disk storage. So save. Wow, I have a lot to cover for today. So storage. No, yeah, storage, that's fine. I'll close this. I'll close this. So again, storage. This storage, save. Storage. So before tomorrow, I'll try to do some of this stuff like the price book entry, because we're gonna need them to so I can show you. So wireless mouse is not there, right? So wireless mouse, it's not there, so I don't need that. I'll close this. Wired mouse is not there. So now I'm just gonna open a few. Why do I keep going to that? So I'm gonna open, so I think we've done, did we do any RAM? No. Okay, so I think if I just go to oh, why is it not showing any RAM? I need to add a price book entry. So if I go to, if I just do like just one for now because of time, I'll do the rest later. So if I just do one. Oh, we have a, so why is it not showing there? So if I go back to, so if I go to product, so desktop bundle. So if I go to related, so we don't have a RAM really. 4 gig RAM. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so well, I might as well just do this here, right? So I might as well just do this. RAM. All right, so what's missing? So we have for monitor, we have for RAM, we have for processors, I believe. And okay, so that should be good. So now if I go back to this, hopefully they also have the, let me just refresh this page. Hopefully they have the price book entries as well. So if I go to, yeah, sorry, I need to go to the bundle product. So if I go to that bundle product, if I go to features, so, okay, I want to see what I have. Anyway, that's fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the code line editor. I will refresh this page. Hopefully that should kick in. Okay, so desktop bundle, I'll select that. I'll select desktop bundle. Okay, that's fine. So now on that configure page, on that, okay, so we have monitor. So this is what we just did, guys. Okay, so this is what we just did. So these are part of the bundle, but we didn't actually give them. So it's just going to automatically give them like other options, right? But this is what we just did, okay? So we put all of our monitors under the monitors feature, and our RAM, I'm going to add more to this, and our processors, again, I'm going to add more, and our disk storage, right? So that's basically what you do with Cpq features, okay? One quick thing that maybe I can just show you this as well. So if I go to, sorry, Ramat, I did not create what I don't know that you're saying that I just saw your message. So I'm not sure. Well, maybe it's late. Sorry. If I go to, yeah, if I go to monitors and product feature monitor. Okay, yeah. So whenever you, this is something that you might just notice in the org, okay? So let's say I am setting the maximum option as 1, right? And you would only see this whenever you set the maximum as 1, okay? All right, thanks, Ramet. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. So let's say if we set the maximum options as 1, okay, and I save this, if I go back to the code, so basically what's going to happen is it's going to change to like a radio button, okay? You guys would see like a radio button, but it's something that you might, so whenever you see that, so you probably immediately know, oh, okay, the maximum is 1. That's why it's changed to radio button, okay? So let's just refresh and add the product again. And desktop bundle, select, and do that. Yep. So did you guys see that, right? So I just wanted to explain that as well. So if it's more than 1, then it's going to change it to that, right? But whenever you make the maximum as 1, it's going to change to a radio button, okay? I don't want a radio button, so I'll just take it out. Okay. I'll just take it out. I just wanted to see but in real time, your client will let you know what they want for the minimum and maximum to be selected. Okay. So just so you know, and 1 second. So if I just go back to so we have that. Okay. So I just wanted to ask you guys a question. What do you understand about features, and also what do you understand about options as well? So I really want to go through this real quick as well. So I want to ask you guys what's your understanding, just in a nutshell. Okay, I'll proceed. That's fine. I'm not gonna waste too much time. So now what we're gonna do is 1 second. So we've already added that. So I need to explain this to you guys. Yep. Yep. You guys are, yeah. Yep, that's good. Yeah, these are the things that this is the reason why I said Cpq is easy, because these are some of the things that you can talk about in an interview, or and it shows that you know your stuff and things like that, right? So I think I wanted to explain this, but so what we did is we add all the child products in options, right? So we added all the child products in options, and then we use features to group certain products under one umbrella, like I explained earlier, and I also have this. So in real time, you can have more than one bundle product. Okay, so you can have more than one bundle product. So you can have a camera, you can have a phone bundle product, you can have a desktop PC bundle product, right? So in that, you're gonna have a feature. Okay, so this is kind of like the hierarchy. So so in that, you're gonna have a feature, and in that feature, you're gonna have all these categories like lens. So I already did this for you guys, right? So this is for the camera project that you guys should be well, not project, but the camera that I showed you guys, right? So so we can have a category of lens, or a lens feature. We can have an FPS feature and memory card feature, and in all of this, then these are the product options, right? So now we attach these product options to this feature. We attach these product options to this feature, and then we attach this as well to that feature, right? That's the one that I thought that I forgot, right? But it's okay. So in real time, or in real life, you're gonna get like an Excel spreadsheet, and that's usually called the product handbook. Okay, that is if you're working on a big project or on a full-scale project. Sometimes you just get requirements. Like I've worked on projects whereby all I just get is like some requirements, right? But you will get like a product handbook, and I also mentioned the same during that sales admin and consultant class as well, if you guys still remember. So what really is a product handbook? So a product handbook is like a document that contains the product details, or let's just say the product information. So as part of the user story, you will receive the product handbook. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys an assignment. So your assignment, I'm gonna come back to that, but let's see if we can cover more grants for today. Okay, so let's look at our first requirement for today. Actually, I'm gonna come back today, so I need to explain that as well. But yeah, let's look at for first requirement today. Okay, so our requirement is we are able to edit the bundle product, but unable to edit the child products, which are the product options. So how do we edit the child products? Okay. How do we edit the child products? Sorry, sometimes when I'm pausing, I'm reading the chats, but usually it's not what I do. But because it's not many chats, I just hope that I can answer your questions real quick. Okay, I'm going to stay on this page. I will go back to, I like to stay on the product page as well. So now we have our first requirement. Okay, so we're able to edit a bundle product, but unable to edit the child product. So which are obviously the child products. When I'm saying the child products, they are the product options. Okay, so now how do we edit these child products? Anyway, let's see first. So if I refresh this page, and okay, sorry, it's done. So if I add the desktop bundle, if I select, if I want to tackle these two requirements today, so I know that we're good. So if I go here, if I oh, come on, be quick. So if I do this, right? Okay. So guys, watch this, okay? So because you're probably wondering, why am I selecting all of them? Watch what's gonna happen, okay? I'm gonna get an error. So why did I get an error message? Can someone quickly tell me why I got this error message? Because if not, I'm gonna have to go back and explain. But if you can, then that would save a bit of time. So tell me why I got that error message, and I would just do this for now. And I would say save, okay? So this is the requirement. So you guys can, awesome. That's the answer. That's the answer, okay? Minimum of 1. Yep, that's the answer that I'm looking for, okay? Yep, that's right. So now let's say we want to be able to edit this desktop manual, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'll go back to my product. I really don't want to leave that page. So desktop bundle, always related, almost all the time. So manual, right? So where is the manual? So I want to use this one. Desktop manual. And then what we want to do is, 1 second. Yeah, we need a type field, right? Where is the type field here? Okay, here we go. So in the type field, so I want to explain this as well. If I go back here, so we have 3 product option type, okay, types, okay. If I Okay, well, this so component, we have the component. So the product option quantity would actually multiply the bundle product quantity, right? So in this case, we're not going to be able to edit. Now, the next one is accessory, not accessories, accessory, okay? It will not multiply the bundle product, and also we're not going to be able to edit, okay? And we have the final one, which is the related product. In this one, it will not multiply the bundle product, but we can edit, okay? So let's play around with all three so you guys see the differences, okay? So if I go back to, I'm just going to refresh. Okay, I don't need to refresh that. So we've seen component. This is what it is right now. So and if I go back here, I'm just going to select the bundle product for now. I would say select, okay? So you guys would see that I cannot edit, right? So if I go to, if we change this to accessory, okay, it will not multiply the bundle product, but we cannot edit, okay? So if I just say save, so if I go back here, refresh this page. Sorry, I just want to check that requirement again. Okay, all right, just make sure that we're doing the right stuff. Okay, so add bundle real quick. Time is not on our side. See if we can do the other requirements. So you guys can see that still. So watch this, okay? I just wanted you guys to see something here. So if I calculate, actually, I'm supposed to do this before as well, right? So it doesn't go down to this, right? So now if I go to the last one, I'm going to show you the differences. So we've seen component. So we need to use related product, okay? So if I save this, and now if I do this, okay? If I do this, add product. So this should work, okay? If it doesn't work, we'll continue tomorrow. But it should work for what we're trying to do. Oh, okay, wait 1 second. Did I refresh that? And also, I have to make sure that I am editing the right one as well. So the right bundle. No, sorry, not the right bundle, but the right manual. But just to be on the safe side, let me just add this. So this is a standalone, okay? So this can be a standalone, right? But now I want to add that as part of this, okay? I just wanted to be sure. So yeah. Okay, so this is the one that I did. So you guys can see that I can edit this. So one thing, let's go back and change it just to be sure, okay? So if I go back, and I didn't know, I thought I did the right one. So if I go back and, there's one more thing. Sorry, there's one more thing that that's wrong here. So whenever the required box equals to true, then yeah, I forgot about this actually. That's why. So whenever the required box is equals true like this, then what we're doing here is gonna refer back to the component style. So let me just explain that. So if I uncheck this, so you guys can see, if I and keep it as related and save, that's probably why, because I knew something, because I'm pretty sure I selected this to edit. Okay, so time is up for today. I would see if I can do the other requirements real quick if this works, but if not, I will just have to continue from here tomorrow. Okay, yeah, this is it, guys. Can you guys see it, right? So this is the first requirement. So we want to be able, let me just check properly. So we're able to edit a bundle product, but unable to edit a child product, which are the product options. Okay, how do we edit the child product? Okay, so that is how we do that. Okay, so what you do, you go to products. Okay, you go to your desktop bundle, and then you go to the related, because this is a child product. This is a product option, right? So whichever one that you want to be able to edit, you select that. So in our case, or in our situation, I selected this because I know that we created this last, okay? Then I change this to related product, okay? So watch this. If I change this back to accessory, so what's going to happen is now I think this kind of leads to our next. So whenever a product is being purchased as a bundle product, so the price should be 0 or it should have no price, okay? So let me just see. Okay, I'm not there yet. Let me quickly go back to so if I go to accessory, okay? So if we were to select this accessory right now, it will not multiply. Let me just do this. So let me quickly do something here. So if I do this, if I calculate, still not doing what I wanted to do. 1 second. Oh yeah, that's because we choose related. Yeah, that's so accessory and related is not good. So whenever we select accessory and related, it's not going to multiply. Okay, but if we so if I go back to component, what I'm trying to do is I want you guys to understand the difference. But to solve the problem or to solve the requirement, we need a related product, right? But I just wanted to show you guys the differences as well. So if I go back to components, so whenever you select accessory, you're not going to be able to multiply the bundle product with the child product as well as related product. But the difference in here is whenever you select the accessory, you're not going to be able to edit. But whenever you select the related product, then you're going to be able to edit. So now if I go back to component, if I save, if I refresh this page, if I refresh that page, okay, so real quick, bundle, select. So yeah, see, it's locked again, right? So you're not going to be able to edit, okay? Yeah, so you guys can see that. So now whatever price you have here is it's cascading here, right? But there's something else that I wanted to show you guys as well, which leads to our next. If we can just wait, so we can just do this today as well. So whenever a product is being purchased as a bundle product, the price should be 0 or it should have no price, okay? This is like a real life or real-time requirement. So, but before I do that, the reason I was showing you the type is the this can be like an interview question, and the interviewer would ask you questions like if a product option type is given as related product and the product is marked as required, what is the expected outcome in the code line editor, which is what we just did, right? Which is what I just showed you. So they can ask any questions around this topic. So try to play around so you understand the type as much as possible, okay? So moving on, okay. The next requirement that I was reading was we want to be able to, sorry, let me just go back. So I'm not just making it up, okay? So whenever a product is being purchased as a bundle product, the price should be 0 or it should have no price. So if I go back to this, so we're gonna go to real quick. If I go to where is this now? If I go to the desktop bundle, not the manual. What's the price on this? This should be 0. Do we have a price on this? 0. Okay, that's good. So that's fine. So now what I'm gonna do is go to my options. Am I on the yeah, there's so many things you just have to keep going around here. Okay, so if I go to desktop bundle, this is not gonna take long and we get a close for the day. Okay, I just wanted to do this for today so we know that we start something new for tomorrow. So if I just view all and where is it? Manual. Okay, this. So now, Agostina, the reason I'm also doing this is going to answer that question that you asked earlier. Okay, like what is the bundle? Because I knew that I wanted to talk about that today as well. Okay, so if we change this to bundle, okay, we bundled and save. Okay, we're gonna save that. So that should fix that requirement. Okay. Now, if I go back to the quote or the cart page, so if I do this bundle, select. Oh yeah, sorry, there's something I want to do. Sorry about that. There's there's something that I want to do here actually. So if I go back here, if I want to give it a price. So I want to say desktop manual should be any price for now, okay? So technically we're done, right? So 2 minutes, guys, we're done. Okay, yeah, that's good, that's fine. So we're done, okay? So now I'm gonna go to this page. I'm gonna go back to and undo what I just did. So if I go to the products, I need to have this page open because I go there a lot. So if I just do, where is our options? So please watch the video again, okay? So you guys can understand. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. So I'm going to keep this next to the code. So I don't want to keep going back and forth, right? So I'm going to uncheck this, okay? So I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to save. Now, to solve this problem, I'm going to refresh this page as well. So come on. So now we're going to add a product. We bundle, right? Select. And where is it? Okay, so you guys can see the desktop manual is showing a price, right? The desktop manual is showing a price. But how do we solve this problem? Whenever a product is being purchased as a bundle, the price should be 0 or it should have no price, okay? So if I go back to this, if I edit this, so this is what this is the function of the bundled field, okay? I'm just going to check that, save that, and we're done, folks, okay? So I'm just going to refresh this page real quick, and add product and bundle and select, okay? So can you guys see that? It says the price has now been included in the bundle. So we have seen 2 requirements today, and that's really good. So what else do I want to show you guys? So tomorrow we're gonna continue. So we're gonna continue tomorrow. Let me not, take too much of your time. So quickly, I am putting a Cpq project requirement tips here, okay? I'm going to add lots of this, okay, as we proceed. So any requirements that has to do with the bundle and editing the child prices. So the first thing you want to think about is think of the product option type, okay, which is this one, okay, which is the product option type. So product option type, or I can just add type, product option type. So you guys know it's a field, okay? Oh, come on. All right. So then how do you get there? So you just, so I'm not going to break everything down, but so once you guys know, you're going to know what to do. So you just know that, okay, the first thing is you go to that bundled product, okay? Whatever bundled product it is, then you go to the related tab. And then from the options, you now open that child product and then you can change that, right? So again, you can also use some of these as practices. So this is a day 2 assignment. So I want you guys to create multiple bundled products with options and features. That's one. Okay, we've done this. This is easy. Okay. 2, add one of the bundled products as a child bundle to another bundled product. So for example, the desktop PC bundle product is now going to be a child bundle product to a phone bundle. Okay. So I want you guys to work on that. I don't know. How do you guys want to submit the assignment? Okay. Because there's going to be prices again, like last time, you guys. So I want you guys to really get the hang of this. Okay. So tomorrow, I'll figure out the best way to submit the assignment. Okay, so that will be it for today. Thanks, guys. We're 11 minutes over the time. So thanks for being a part of the session today. I'm going to hand it over now. Actually, let me see if do you guys have any question real quick? Any questions real quick? Okay, Ramet, please. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for the first requirement. What if we're now going to, instead of using the option type, right? What if we go into quantity editable and tick it like check it? Do you get? Is it not going to also allow you to change the quantity of your option of your product? Do you understand?
Yeah, so the requirement is this is part of a bundle. Okay, so I'm still gonna come to quantity editable, but let me show you what's actually it might work, but this is the best way to go about it. But I think what I can do is I would like to try that, but I'm still gonna come to quantity editable. There's another requirement for that anyway, but so check to allow quantity to be edited, even though it's specified on the option. So real quick, let's try that and see, right? So if I just undo this, do this, right? Save, right? Are we on the right product? Manual, right? This is the right one, right? So if I save that, so if we go back to the code editor page, and let's see what happens. And in Salesforce, there's more than one way to do things, but there's also best practices as well. That's one thing about Salesforce. So if I just go to, bundle, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so that serves a different purpose. We're gonna get to that as well. We're gonna get to that. So that actually, you know what? That's not what I wanted to do. So that's the this is the other one. So if I just check this back, so this is yeah. So the quantity editable is not going to fix that. So you need this to do that. But we're going to have another scenario or another requirement around the quantity editable, right? But we just use the quantity editable. If I just save again, right? And if we go back, where is our code page? So that's this one, right? So if I refresh, yeah, I think I have a requirement for the quantity editable as well, so you guys can see the differences. But yeah, that's the bundle product. So select, and yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you. All right, guys. So have a good night. We gotta reconvene again tomorrow. So yeah. So do the assignments, please. Let me know what you can get out of it. Okay. So just try and do the assignments. So I'm gonna hand it over now to Ramet. Not Ramet.